Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Monday. Happy peaceful Monday. Shalom to you. And shalom means peace. It means God's peace specifically. Shalom, you guys. Happy Monday. I have been thoroughly enjoying my sister being here. Um, and just catching up with her, spending time with her, having, wonderful conversations and even pushing each other. We went for a walk last night. We did a mile easy. We're going to go out tonight. I'm going to treat her for her birthday. And anyways, we like dressing up and going out to dinner. Um, but beforehand, I think we're going to take a little walk. One good thing about Houston is that there are parks everywhere, and every park is absolutely beautiful, wonderfully beautiful. And another good thing about the parks where you go walking is what they've designed it as is like if you walk around one time, then you've already done a mile. So that's how huge these parks are. Now, the park we went to last night, we did have to go 4 rounds, and I think it was over a mile that we did, which is not a lot. Happy New Year, Larry. Shalom. Thanks for coming in. I haven't seen you in a while. Happy New Year. I hope all is good and you're not working too hard. Um, and so I've been promising you guys a walking live, and I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm really focused on my health this year. And yesterday I was thinking that maybe I yesterday I was like, I need to reclaim my metabolism because my metabolism is getting a little bit slow. So I'm going to start doing things to speed it up a little bit. But you know what? I just posted on my wall. I want to say it again. Let 2026 be a year of reclaiming your power or retaining your power, and you staying in the proper position. And power, the power that you have, is the power that is given to you by God. God gives you that power. And that's just to get through the day. That's just to keep you girded up so that no weapon forms against you prospers. That's just to keep you in Him, keep you in His will for you, because it's really easy just to live your life and not live the life that He wants from you. And so He gives you power for a number of things, and it's up to us to be a good steward of that power. Now, God gives us that power, right? And it's not for us to give away. He gives it to us so that we may so that we may not faint, that we may not be weary, and that we may not utterly fall. Hi, Naina. Namaste and shalom. Hey, sis. It's good to see you again. And thank you for your support, both you and Larry. And so also, I've realized, um, I've been realized that once you give somebody your power, once you turn over your emotions to them, once you let down your guard, allow them to manipulate the things that you see with your eyes that you know is not going on, that person has power over you and they have control over you. Um, Happy New Year to you as well, Naina. Thank you. Um, and so so it it takes and then y'all, you need your power because it takes power to not react to someone. It takes power to not have to feel like you have to defend yourself. Now, I will say, I will say, and I'm going to be very, very candid, in 2025, there were a few times I felt like I had to defend myself um, against someone who was powerless, to be honest. And because I defended myself to someone who was powerless, I lost a few good subscribers, right? Because I had already been told, don't, you don't have to defend yourself because the people who know you, and the people who know that what's being said about you isn't true, and they still go along with it, who are these people to you? And so even though I came out and defended myself, it wasn't the proper thing to do, because my gosh, I say so much. It wasn't the proper thing to do, because in that instance you lose your power. But then I gained it all back, and I realized, like, if somebody's talking about me, if somebody is focusing on me, like somebody that's not in my life, then I hold the power. I hold all of the power. And just knowing that and feeling that in my spirit, in my gut, in my instinct, has made me happier, and also made me hey Christmas sis. Hey sis. Happy Monday. Shalom. Namaste, my beautiful sis. Um I've also had to um have conversations with others. Like I said, I fix crowns when it comes to my sisters and brothers, and just to give them, give them, encouragement on, not reacting to things that don't require a reaction. And in that way, it frustrates anyone who's trying to claim power from you. And then when this happens, it's not like, okay, now I'm not giving this person my power. I'm not giving this person my attention, my time. I'm not giving this person my emotions and reactions. And it's not like in all instances where this person, they can't handle the truth, sweetheart. I can see you just fine. Happy New Year, my dear. I can see you just fine. So when you do reclaim your power, and you must, in 2026, I'm going to just go about things in a different way. And then when it comes to other people who are dealing with things, I will be giving them advice, not only to reclaim their power, but to rightfully get justice for anything they need to get justice for. And I'm going to be putting my money where my mouth is. So just because you start to remove people from your life. And also, when you regain your power, people are going to fall by the wayside. They're either going to leave because they understand that you no longer are under their control, they no longer can control you, or you're going to leave because you understand that this person is forever going to try to control me and manipulate me, and come after me in front of others to make me look a certain kind of way. And then you realize that you're just going to have to let that person go. A lot of times when that happens, then the attacks become more steady. You can almost count that you're going to be attacked. Could almost count that person is going to want to steal your power, the power that God gave you. you guys, the power, not anything man-made, not anything inside of you that doesn't come from God, but what comes from God. God bless you, and thank you for the blessings from my family, Krishna, and blessings to your beautiful family as well. Love you, sis. All right. Um, yeah, they're going to be in a frenzy because they are very, very scared to lose their handle on you, their grip on you, right? And so it intensifies. And when it intensifies, right, then you start to get a little bit weak if you are witnessing the spiraling. If you're witnessing and you're listening to the spiraling, it starts to affect you. Once it starts to affect you, then you say, right, y'all, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Last year, I wanted to, oh my goodness, if I would have done that, I would have been the goofiest person in the world. Like, I wanted to be like, listen, this is the life I live. Let me show y'all proof of why I live this life. Let me put some, some statements up there so y'all could see what I do in 2 weeks. I would have been goofy. Now that's goofy, y'all. That's goofy. Don't have to defend myself. Just live my life, be a good person, be a good steward to what God has put me in, and I'm still, I'm going through this spiritual journey. So like where the Lord wants me, like me and the Lord have been fighting, you know what I mean? Like it's been a little bit painful, but when he wins, right, and he overcomes in me, because I can't overcome by myself, I need him. When he wins, I'm going to be in the right proper position for him to use me how he should. And that's why also, um I think that like on this channel I can like show things, and if I ever seem like braggadocious, I'm only bragging about God. That's it, because without him I am nothing and have nothing. But when comes to the homeless, because it's so dear and near to my heart, it's like I almost don't even want to share it with you guys because it's something I do for God. But anyways, yeah, I was about to do some goofy stuff. And even what I did share, I regret doing that because that's not me, nor do I want anybody to feel like I'm gonna like I don't want anybody to feel like I'm going to, bring stuff up. And I just know that when it comes to taking care of people, just to listen to the Lord, and that's it. But once you reclaim your power, you reclaim, you're not giving this person any of your energy, because when you give somebody your energy, they become energized. The attacks will become harsher. And I know, like, especially in Texas, I know people may not be like scared about things because in Texas we all are strapped up, and even women, like it's not considered masculine, or it's not considered taboo for a woman to have a lot of protection, because this is Texas and everybody's got something. But even when that person is starting to lose a foothold of you, they could become dangerous. And I will say that, I have to say that as a caveat, because especially somebody who has nothing to lose, right? There are people who live in a fantasy world. They live in a fantasy world, and in that fantasy world, you're in it, and they have control over you. If they lose that control, they lose a part of that fantasy that they have, where they're all powerful and all knowing, and people cannot resist them. Um, a lot of people have made them feel that way. Um, Losing you can become a dangerous thing. And like I said, I know some people scoff at that idea and they think, well, okay, um, I'll be fine, well, and you will, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. But I definitely would say to be very, very careful, because some people are unhinged. Some people have had run ins with the law, and they choose not to obey the law. And when you have somebody who is a prolific lawbreaker and doesn't operate with morals and ethics, and um uh you know they you have to be careful, be just because um someone who has nothing to lose is a dangerous person. And usually the person who's trying to get your power, even though they may live in a fantasy world, they know that they don't have that power. So yeah, just be careful. Just be mindful. Um, be very, very prayerful before the Lord before you respond to anything. Um, identify identify what a person is doing there. Hey, Joshy Poo. Hey, sweetheart. Hey, Joshy. Identify what a person is doing, or identify their patterns. Hey, Drip King. What's up, young Riaz? I hope you're doing well. Shalom, okay? Assalamu alaikum. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Happy Monday. Happy peaceful Monday. Um, I guess I don't have too much more to say. Just be on your P's and Q's, identify people's strategies to get you to engage with them. Starve. Hey, a brilliant, my beautiful sis. I love you so much, Brilly Boo. Um, yeah. Learn their ways, their tactics, their manipulations. That way you almost could laugh. That way you almost could laugh at their tactics, because they don't pierce you anymore. You know what I mean? So, and then keep your crown on your head. Keep it on there, right? If not, sin is going to come around, and I'm going to adjust it. Um, Protect yourself, protect your peace, protect your power, protect everything that the Lord has given you. Protect it. Do not hand it over to the devil. Do not hand it over to Satan. Do not hand it over to evil ones. Do not hand it over to those who are deserving. Don't hand it over to those who will use it for bad, for evil, not for good. Stay in your power. Stand in it. Be steadfast in it. Be thankful for the Lord for it. If you notice that you're getting weak, tell the Lord to strengthen you. Josh says, don't let anybody mess with your energy. Just move forward. Absolutely. Move forward. In this year, in this year 2026, move forward. Move differently. Move differently. If you need to contact me about anything, and this is just general, I have a lot of resources, you guys, a lot of resources. And then a lot of people that I know have a lot of resources. So I'm going to continue. I do a lot of posting on my wall about narcissism. I on narcissism, how to starve the narcissist, how to get the narcissist out of your life. I'm very, very, very interested in that you guys know I work in psych. And the thing is, like, I work in psych, and then when it comes to diagnosis, there will be an like anti per like an antisocial personality disorder. You'll get that rarely. And then when it comes to narcissist, that is almost that is almost never. I want to say in 15 years, I never have seen the diagnosis of narcissist, but I have seen the diagnosis of antisocial personality disorder, where someone is just a wicked person. They don't see human beings as human beings. They see them as objects for their use, for their consumption. And yeah, don't give away your power. The person who's you giving your power to, they're gonna eat you up. Gobble, 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 gonna eat you up. And especially if that person is vindictive, right? They're going to get rid of you because it serves their ego more to be the one that walked away. And also, I have seen where somebody has blocked a person from any aspect of their life, and that person still finds a way to be in that person who blocks them, still finds a way to be in their life. Or they still feel, because they live in a fantasy world where they have delusions of grandeur. And delusion of grandeur means, you live an ordinary life. There's nothing extraordinary about your life. And you can take, I'm not going to explain that, because you can take that any way that you want. But you feel like you are almost like a celebrity, almost like a guru, almost like uh, you just feel like you're somebody that you're not. You feel like you're all powerful, right? And your delusions of grandeur. Shalom, Janice. Shalom. Happy Monday. Um, yeah, they feel in their delusion of grandeur that, number one, like, they're more important to you in your life than your family, even. Because remember, you're an object. You're not even a human being to this person. So to give your power away to this person or these people or whoever, um is pretty severe, as you have more to lose than they do. At the end of the day, you have more to lose than they do. But they don't. When they have moments where they can look in the mirror and be like, I really need to get it together. I don't have a lot going on. And when it comes to narcissists, they don't. Their reflection in the mirror, they see the grandiosity that they think that they are, but at the end of the day, they're just in a fantasy world, and they've created this fantasy world, and you're part of it. And everybody who's in their fantasy world, they don't see as human beings. They either see them as um send outs, like, I can control you to do things for me. I can control you to do things to yourself that you wouldn't do if you weren't around that person. um I can control your emotions. I can manipulate you. I can lie to you. I can boldface lie to you. I could absolutely be doing something and then boldface lie and say I didn't do what you saw me do. And so, yeah. And I mean, take back your power in all aspects as well. Um, when it comes to, like, the job, are you overworked and underpaid? You might have to go to your higher ups and, in God's power, um, fight for a raise, or fight for yourself. spiritually, you know what I mean? You're fighting a battle with the devil. God gives you the strength. Actually, he actually does it for you. So, in every aspect. 2026, we're going to start with that. We're going to encourage each other as usual. Stay girded up, stay supportive, prayer warriors. We're going to continue to pray. Um, and we're not going to give our power away. We're not. We're not going to give our power away. We're not even going to entertain the fact. Now, I'm going to go. I appreciate all of you guys in here for coming. Love you guys so much. Um, yeah. I will be back. I have a topic. So I haven't really talked to Real and Vaughn, but I feel like I want to do like a panel with them once a month. Um, and I'm really, I need you up here too. Um, anyways, I already have a subject to talk about on my next live. I have a good topic to talk about. It'll be lighthearted. It will be fun. Um oh, Janice, yeah, Janice, you need to hit my link as well. Because you're very full of wisdom. You're full of a lot of wisdom. So, oh y'all, yeah, y'all, you know what? There's a ton of people actually that I want to hit my link this year. There's a ton of people who I'm gonna give flowers to. Um, some of y'all are in this chat. I'm gonna give flowers to. Cola James. You guys know Cola James. You know I purchase. Cola has a whole bunch of unique gifts, a whole bunch of them. But I have just gotten into the habit of buying like the cups, the goblets, and she also does tumblers. So I've just gotten into the habit of getting those for her, and I've gotten them for everybody in my family, and then for most of my friends. And so this year I'm going to not partner up with Cola, but I'm definitely going to do a giveaway. I'm going to have her do a I'm going to have her do a cup with one of my subscribers, if their name, their nickname, whatever. We do love Talented Cola. We definitely do. Definitely. And long live Cola. Cola has survived a lot of things. Thank you, Joshy Poo. You're my bestie too. So I'm gonna give away one of those tumblers to one of my subscribers. Um, and not nobody in my tribe needs to participate because I got y'all anyways. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I got a giveaway that I'm gonna do in a week, and then yeah, we're gonna do some topics. Um, I've already I've already booked a trip, so we're gonna go on a trip, and then yeah, we're gonna have fun this year, you guys. Over here, we're gonna have fun at least, okay? Love you guys so much. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, be careful, take care of your health. Health is wealth. Um, drink your water, pray to your Lord, read your Bible. And if you work, please don't work too hard. Really, Boo, I love you, sis. You're coming along just great. I love all your support. I love when you come in my chat and you drop everybody's link so you guys can link up with each other. I think at this point, with the people who come in my chat, most people are linked up. But definitely if I see new people, I want them to hit everybody up. Yeah. So yeah, y'all support Cola as well. On her website, I don't know if the goblet is there, but her name's Cola James. She's Cola James on Instagram. where you can see more of her stuff. And she's also a content creator on YouTube. She creates content on TikTok and also on Instagram. Thank you, Josh. You said to Cola already. Yeah, Cola's a name. She was in the mukbang tea sector, and she's covered. She was covering Nature Boy and all of that. She actually had some of Nature Boy's like former members. She's done interviews with them. Cola does in her business. She does business for celebrities too. She's well known, you guys. She's very well known, and a lot of people love her. Definitely respect her, and she's real with it in these streets. So support Cola. We support each other. If you guys have a business, let me know so I can put it on my wall. What else was I going to say? What else am I going to say? Yeah, that's it, you guys. Thank you guys for coming in. Love y'all to pieces. Shalom. Happy Monday. Bye.